Okay, here's our site at Highway 97 and 10. 97 to Canada and 10 to Seattle through Cle Elum, Wenatchee. The bottom 3 acres, as you can see, is for the ponds and the future aquaponics center, and the top 3 acres is for a large farmer's garden and the taco wagon and parking and school bus parking area. 4 more tables will be added and the teepee will be completed for arts and crafts and different display events inside. So a lot of the families and peoples would go there to the trout ponds and have fried trout on the grill, catch them and fry them fresh. The plan now, though, is to have the trout, to have that event also, the trout fishing, but also have the trout tacos here from the vendor wagon. There were actually no trees here when I bought this 6 acres in 2000. So I planted actually all those trees and designed it specifically once PSC put their osprey nest in the corner for a webcam so that people can watch the occasionally for the 2 months that the eagles are hatching out there, they can watch them come down and catch a trout. We are permitted here for 6 campsites, and so that's why all those trees were planted there and sculpted so they have some privacy. In the background you can see the straw bale facility that actually got flooded, which prompted a research program for a few years to figure out how to build a waterproof facility, which actually is leading now to the aquaponics project, where we want to build an all-season greenhouse. That design, it still has a concrete foundation, actually was oriented towards south-southeast, which is the winter azimuth. So the greenhouse is designed specifically for wintertime, maximum sunlight. I designed a Troy built, I got it Eagles, for chipping a styrofoam down to the original beads. As you can see, it's mixed into a cement, concrete, lightweight thermoconcrete that will hold up a truck. Tested at 36,000 pounds. This is one of the recycle centers I set up. I was trying to get a nationwide program going. We filled this in a matter of a couple of weeks, just local people bringing styrofoam from Sears and places. So here's the Lamborghini gunite machine restored, and you can see the rice straw wattles it coats, makes straw logs, or the half-cut bales that are also coated as a low-cost super thermal building block. You can see the importance of orienting the greenhouse for the winter sun. It gets plenty of sun with a clear plastic roof and columns down the center. One of the important things of having solid walls is we're going to plant on those solid walls. One of my designs is the asparagus wall. I've tried this system. The asparagus grows great. You walk along the wall and harvest by hand instead of having to stoop and pick. George Bush and Doc Hastings were kind of excited about the all-season greenhouse design with a thermal cement to say, hey, what's that? Here you can see the Troy-built chipper shredder. Takes blocks of styrofoam and turns it into beads in just a few minutes. It's a very simple process. I had high school kids on the weekends helping out for fun. Now you can see that it also mixes with Hamilton texture to make an indoor spray-on material, which I think maybe eventually may be used with recycled styrofoam once we get a exhibit and model a greenhouse with floors and walls and fish tanks made with this material. Waterproof straw logs, logs coated with styrofoam waterproof plaster might be one option of building these tanks. Here's one model exhibit that shows the horseshoe shaped tanks indoors where you have the plants on the water with the fish in the water, and then below the fish you have the prawns. So it's a 3-layer system. The important things here is here they have the MIT solar sponges. They're pods that float on water, and they have a graphite solar system on top of the sponge, and the sponge pulls the water up from below and turns it into steam, and so the steam during the day keeps the humidity inside and the whole place warm. Who knows, we might be independent producers of prawns and fish here in Central Washington and not have to import. Also having a super advanced aquaponic facility for tourism and for students to come out and see these things, and people may even want to be able to fish too at the same time, indoors in the winter and outdoors in the summer. So here it is, the place to build our tourist destination, international tourism, with camping, trout tacos, and the all-season aquaponic greenhouse.